Joe.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cheering. Calm down, calm down. Oh my goodness. What a welcome. I love it. How is everybody? All two of you or three of you. Glad to have you here. I'm really last minute planning on this one today. So if you didn't see the live stream post, I didn't even put it out there until like 20 minutes ago. It's just been crazy busy with lots going on, travel, what you saw last week, and customer stuff. So I'm just happy to be here. And what I selected last minute, of course, as a topic is project and portfolio management in Yokohama. So you can see it right there on my screen. Oh, my color is all different. What the heck is going on? Let's see. I want the, it's like a lighter green. I don't want the light green. I want the darker green. Where are my settings for this thing? Preferences. Preferences. Let's see here. Where to go? I don't see it. Let me turn this off. But like usual, feel free to leave a comment and favorite colors. It's like it's like a transparency setting. It almost looks like. And can I change? That's the green. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with the lighter green. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Let's change it to blue. There we go. We'll go with blue this week. Okay. So project and portfolio management in Yokohama, is one of those was kind of late. In fact, I went back to the page today, and when I had done my crawl, I captured these three items, which is what I was expecting to talk about. Status reports, confidentiality settings, and checklists for project tasks. But when I logged in today to the doc site, these two things showed up. So I don't know if I missed them on my first pass or if they showed up later. But I added them to my database, so I have them now. So I'm going to step through them. I'll leave the two that I wasn't expecting kind of towards the end, see if we can get to them. But let's start with this migrate old status reports to the new reporting tool. So let's check this out. In Project Workspace, now we can see a status report, and it looks like we're going to have to migrate over. So open a project from the planning page of Project Workspace, open the status report page of the product by selecting status reports from the list. I don't see anything in here about migrating. Import old. Let's see, open a project from the planning page, open the status reports page, import existing status report. Okay, so that's what we'll go do. All right, so I'm going to go to a different instance that's actually on Yokohama. I still haven't upgraded my main PDI to Yokohama just because maybe I'll do that this weekend on the plane or something. Did I mention I'm going to Knowledge this weekend? Yeah, so I'm coming in Saturday night, kind of late, and I'll be there through the 9th, which is Friday. So I hope to connect with you all there if you're going to be there. That's my main purpose of going, is to connect with everyone and learn about you, maybe do some interviews, do some recordings, do some live streams, come in with all my equipment. So I'm excited about that. What I did before the stream is I made sure all my project and portfolio management stuff was up to date, and it is now. So let's go to let's go here. I just want to get out of that application admin page, and now we'll hop into the project workspace. Project Workspace is actually one of the original OG workspace experiences that got the new Next experience. And I've always enjoyed it. I just don't get to spend as much time in there as I used to. And now that I think about it, I don't even know what status reports, what projects have status reports. There's usually a, let's see if I can search for it, a mobile project. Found one, and I can't see it. Who am I? Am I myself? I am myself. Well, that's just interesting. Let's go to all projects and search for mobile. Mobile app time card management, e-commerce. Let's head into there and see if there are any existing status reports. There's none here. So let's see if we can. Ooh, there's nothing to import. I don't have the import thing that I just saw in the documentation there to what the heck? Oh, that was a different PDI. So let's go here. So create new from template, import existing status report. All right, let's do this. I want to find the old status report. So you're going to see me on a hunting mission. I'm going to search for tables, and I'm going to go to the system tables and see if I can find what project has some status reports. So I'm kind of going to go about it the back way. Let's do a filter by project. Let's get rid of that filter there. Application is, I thought there was one for project. Do star project. Project status report. I bet that's that's probably the new application. It's not what I'm looking for. Is it PPM? Ooh, project portfolio planning with PPM, scenario planning. Let's check out this one first. No tables with that application. Well, that's interesting. Well, shoot. Why am I not seeing the project stuff? We'll go back. Even though I wanted to stay out of application manager, let's go back there and see what my apps are called. Project workspace, portfolio planning, financials core, ideation, project management is an application. PPM standard is an application. Project portfolio suite is an application. So let's try either one of these two, one of these three. Project management, which can't be that one. Project management v3. PPM standard provides functionality, and then suite offers IT software development. I'm going to go with PPM standard. See if we can get back to those tables and then get back to our filter. PPM. Of course not. Well, that's not working. So let's try this. Let's look for a table that has the word status in it. It's not a project status. What if it's just status on its own? Status report under project status. It's a global application. Okay, well, that makes no sense, but let's hop in there and then I'll view the records on it, which should show me any existing status reports. And then we'll do show list here. Okay, so integrate generative AI in R&D processes is the project that we have a status report for. So that's what I was after. Integrate generative AI. Of course, it's a project about AI. Why shouldn't I have guessed that immediately? Now this does have a status report, so let's just make sure status report. This is the old interface. Yeah. So this is an old status report. That's exactly what I wanted because I want to see what that import feature. So let's take a look at what the old status report looks like since we're here. So you have this overview section at top. This used to blow people's minds in demos to have this status report. Ooh, the automation's working. Good afternoon. Thank you, Certain591. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you on the stream. I'm experimenting with the little chat thing to have it auto feature messages, and it worked. It kind of surprised me. So yeah, this is the old status reports and the summary down below. Then we've got the costs and resources, and then the actual red, yellow, green status for overall project, schedule, cost, resources, and scope. And then you got the status history, kind of seeing how things are going. And I guess the auto feature doesn't turn it off. So that's interesting. Is there a setting to turn it off? Clear the featured message not this chat. Well, I have to click that. Okay. Key milestones, any risks, any issues, any decisions, any actions, any changes for this project. So this is a really good example of status report. So now I'm excited. So let's go back into our project workspace, which is the newer experience. And we're going to go back out to projects and we're going to search for that integrate generative AI. There it is in the R&D processes. So we'll open that guy up. And okay, let's head down to status reports and see if we can import. Yes, it works. Import status report. Import your old reports to the new status reports workflow. If you have status reports from the classic project workspace, you can migrate them. All right. Auto chat is awesome. Delay of typing in chat to appearance on your screen is about 20 seconds. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, the stream has a delay on it. So I expect there to be I expect to see your message well after I've talked about something, if that makes sense, because I'm streaming to two platforms, YouTube and LinkedIn. And I think you're certified 911. I think you're on YouTube. Yeah, I see the little YouTube logo, which seems to be a little bit faster. LinkedIn lags a little bit more behind than YouTube seems to. So, yeah, auto chat is pretty cool. So this action will run your existing status report records through our default template. So that's interesting. So it's going to migrate the data literally from that table we just saw into the new functionality. So let's go ahead and import it. Import in progress for status reports. Refresh again later. Okay, so I can't watch this happening. I wonder if it's like a, what are those called? Progress worker. Let's check the progress workers. See if we can see it running. Filter out complete. Nope, there are no progress workers for that. So that would have been cool if we could see it importing. So let's just go somewhere else and then click back on status reports. I have no idea how long it's going to take. But we could do this. We could create a status report. Yes. All right, let's call this demo for the YouTube. Actually, it's not just for YouTube. Let's see. Demo for the open house sessions with yours truly, Justin. Today's date is April 30th. It's the last day of April, everybody. Hope it was a good April for you. It was a busy April for me. Overall health, we'll say the project is green, and then we'll give an executive summary. And I don't have an executive summary, so what I'm going to do is head over to my good friend, Mr. ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask it to generate a 100 to 200 word project status executive summary for a project titled integrate. Just realized my my conversation history. I don't even know what was in there, but I'm gonna hide that because I sometimes I ask ChatGPT some personal things. Integrate generative AI in R&D processes. Make anything up. Just make it look professional and about that topic. Boom. Let's see what it does. It always fascinates me, like how fast it actually works. Look at that. It's just making stuff up. I love it. Risks around data quality overall. Okay, perfect. I got my project executive summary right there. And we'll just paste that in. Boom. There we go. That actually looks legit. Okay, cool. Any comments on that one? So I don't have any comments, but we'll just put in test comments so we can see how that shows up in the status report. Last week's achievements. Let's see. We accomplished a lot! Exclamation point. And let's throw a smiley face in there, or a cowboy smiley face. There we go. And then key activities planned. Let's just say we're gonna do some tasks. Do some tasks. Close some tasks. And we're going to update some tasks. That's the key activities for every project, hopefully. Schedule is green. Comment on schedule. We are always on schedule. That's what you pay me for. Smiley face. Cost is going to be green. This project has no costs. And resources are green. Well, actually, let's make one of these red. And let's make this one yellow. We have no costs. We need some costs. And then resources red, we'll just say no one showed up for work today. This would for work last week, as they were in Montreal. Ooh, can I do this? I think it's Command Alt E. Nope. Control Alt E. Nope. I think it's Alt E. There we go. Montreal with Justin. That was a fun trip. Scope, we'll leave scope as yellow and say like AI is changing every day. How is anyone supposed to keep up with all this? And submit. Okay. All right, cool. So while we were doing that, our old status reports came through. I don't see my new status report, a little concerning. So let's take a look at an old one here. Nice little picture at the top. I wonder if that's configurable. And we scroll down, we see who created it, the last update, and what template. Okay, so there's a template, so that tells me we can probably change the picture. Probably the whole layout of this thing. The overview right there, green, project name. So these are just basically fields from the project. Ooh, I can hover over them. Can I click on them? I can't click them, but I can hover. That's kind of a nice feature. So that's the fields from the project itself. Then we've got the executive summary, recent achievements, key activities planned, and milestones, costs, resources, current status. So this is a lot more data than used to be in here. Current status, there's a green, yellow, red. So we've lost the color coding of the red, yellow, green. That's an interesting design choice. So we just have words that say green, yellow, red. And then here's all the risk for the project, the issues, the decisions, the actions, and the changes. Okay, so that's the old status report in the new status report that we imported. Can I refresh? Ooh, this is cool. I can export as a PDF. Let's export it. Take a look at that. What it looks like. See if it opens in a new tab or if it downloads. This should be interesting. Oh, downloaded it. Okay, so I got a nice PDF document of my status report. So A plus for that. What else can I do up there? Keyboard shortcuts. So it knows I'm using a Mac. So Command K to open keyboard shortcuts. And then those are all normal ones. Text formatting. Okay, that's cool. Very helpful. Like the accessibility. Hide my live presence. Open status report. What does that mean? Oh, for editing. Okay. Now let's see if we can see my new one. So we'll go back to planning, go back to status reports. I don't see my new one for April 30th. We'll hit refresh, see if it shows up. Okay, that's a bug. Where's my status report that I created? Do I have to import it? No, I can't import it. Docs, now analytics. So my status report is gone. You saw me. It was on the live stream. It was recorded. I actually created a status report and it's gone. That's frustrating. Let's see. I don't really want to go find it, but that's not a good feature. Let's try create status report again. Test status report. Let's do test disappearing status report. Wonder if it had to do anything to do with they were being imported at the same time. Um, and it showed right up, like right away. So I don't know what happened, but that's the status report feature, the new status report feature in Yokohama. Now I'd like to get into that template, and let's head over to my other PDI and see if we can add dynamic content to project status report. Open a project for information on how to navigate. Open docs template page of the project by selecting docs template from the list. Oh, so it's right there. You can type in. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. Wrong PDI. So docs, and there's nothing there. That's it's loading. Okay, I was about to say, give me a break. It's thinking. Let's head back over here. Let's finish reading. Using insert dynamic content option, you can configure and view the status date, project, and other dynamic data in your status report template. This option is only available if is dynamic field is selected in the doc template form. You can select formatting. And how did they get there again? They went to open a project, Open the docs template page of the project by selecting docs template from the list. Docs template from the list. I didn't see that. I see docs, but I don't see docs template. Let's go back to project. Ooh, let's go in here. I don't see docs template specifically. And when I come in here, create page from template. That's a fail so far. Oh, what's this? Ah, there it is, doc template. So it's doc templates. So even the documentation isn't right. It said from docs template, plural docs, singular template is actually singular doc, plural templates. Thank you, documentation. Okay, so let's click on that. And then we have default status report. Perfect. Let's take a look at this template. Category, description, its visibility, who owns it, an icon, and we want one. And there's that image attachment for the cover page. And then let's take a look at the actual doc. All right, yeah, so we could change this image to something else. We'll leave it there. Status report name, that looks like a dynamic field. What is it going on here? What is this? Can I move this around? How do I change things? This is dangerous. Put me in here. Insert row above, delete row. So how do I pick a field and put it in there? I see all these fields that came from, but I don't know how to put it in. Can I control Z? Yeah. Type, oh, slash commands. Okay. So let's do slash insert dynamic content. What else can we do? Image, text, heading. So we change the size and everything. Mention a record, mention a user, insert dynamic content. And I think it was last update. Let's hit control Z again. Updated was the last one. So slash insert dynamic content and then updated right there. Okay, so that's how we get a new field in there. That's pretty interesting. So I could really go to town in here and make this, a really unique status report. And it looks like it can have as many templates as I want. I saw in the list there was one page status report, and then there's default status report. Then there's project brief and project chart. That's pretty cool. So let's go back into the workspace. And we didn't, when I say we, me, I didn't change the template when I created that first status report that disappeared. So let me just, I'm going to change it to this one page status report just to see what it looks like. So come on, workspace. I'm in the workspace, but nothing's happening here. Oh, I'm in the workspace. Duh, Justin. All right, so we'll go to status reports, create status report, new from template. There's default, and then there's one page status report. So we'll use this one. And let's call this awesome status report. And we'll just leave everything blank. You want to just type everything in there again. Okay, awesome status report looks like the regular status. Oh, no, it doesn't. There's less information in here. Cool. Well, that's pretty nifty. That's a nice new feature. I like it. Gets my stamp of approval. One more thing to get us out of that old project workspace, which is great. So that's feature number one that I wanted to cover. Now there's another two. Apply confidentiality settings to your projects. So let's take a look. We'll just open this URL that's behind my head, and we'll close this one. And now we should use checklist. Now, I thought checklists were always there. So use project. You can create a checklist on a project task to track items that might be completed in the task. Navigate to a project task to create a project task. To create a checklist, create new in the checklist session and specify a name. Okay, this doesn't seem like a new feature to me. In fact, this PDI has Xanadu. So let's go into, let's see what this used to look like. It's one of the reasons I don't upgrade my main PDI first, is so I can kind of see the differences between things. And do I have that integrate generative AI? Generative. I do. Not really. SAP and ServiceNow integration. We'll just open a project task. Any project task. This has no project tasks. Great. Nicely done, Justin. And I've lost my ability. Oh, I remember this from Xanadu. Look, I still don't have my ability to go back to all the projects. What a stupid bug. Okay, let's create a task. New task for live stream. Sure. And then now if I click on this, it should swing open a panel. It did. Let's move my head. Did I move my head? I did not move my head. There we go. New task. Okay, so this must be, okay, there was no checklist tab over here. So I had activity, I had attachments, and the details of the project task. And I could go into full details, which will pull the detail project, any sub-project or any subtasks, and the time cards associated with this task, but no checklist capability in here at all. So copy, link, create a change. There's the attachments window. I can change the layout, but yeah, nothing here related to checklist. Okay, so that's Xanadu. Let's go back to Yokohama and check out what that looks like now. So let's just open up any task and see what it looks like. Okay, so we got a more button. That's new. Now we've got attachment and now we've got checklist. So there are no checklists. Let's add a checklist. To do number 1, save. Okay, so that gives me a box. Oh, I add item this way. To do number 2, I'll add another one. To do number 3. Oh, I gotta be consistent here. And then add another one to do number 4. And I can delete, any of these if I want. Save. Boom. We've got a checklist. Now I wonder if it's doing the old checklist feature would write to the activity notes, activity stream, what you're doing. Let's open up the full details here. And it did. Look, the activity stream right there as I was checking them. Checked off, checked off, checked off. Item added, item added, item added. But what's interesting is it here? Copy partial. It's not showing in the full view. Or is it? Yes, there it is. Okay. Now I can edit. I don't see the ability to save it as a template though. That's I did see that in the notes when we were looking at it. Let's go back and look. Save a checklist as a template. Navigate to a project task, click the down arrow next to checklist, select save as template, enter a name for the checklist. So let's head back. And I don't have a down arrow because I'm in the full view. So what table is activity streams on? That's the sys. What's up, Joe? How you doing, sir? Good to have you on the stream. What is the name? I was just talking about that table with somebody. It's the sys journal table. So if we go, let me go to a different PDI to answer your question. Certain 591. If you go to all and just type in sys_journal.list, it should take you to that table. No, it did not. I've never tried to get to that table. Sys journal. I might have it wrong. Tables. Let's go to tables. Second time going to tables today. That's how you know it's a good day, when you got to go look up a table name. sys_journal. I think I'm missing part of the name. Journal field. That's it. Sys journal field. So let's go sys_journal_field.list. And you should see all the activity. Yeah. 20,773. But this is where it's stored. It's a cross-platform feature where activity notes or activity stream or comments and work notes and stuff are stored. So that's what's going on there. Okay, so thank you for that, and welcome, Joe. Glad to have you on the stream. You're late, by the way. It's we're halfway through, Joe. We started a half an hour ago, 28 minutes ago. You missed the pre-roll, you missed the music, you missed the little video slide thing coming in. But anyways, just teasing you. Let's hit the down arrow for more, and then checklist. Still not seeing a down arrow. What is this? Open up in a new, and here's the checklist. I don't see a down arrow here. I don't see a save as template. If I edit it, I don't see a save as template. And when we're in the workspace view, the only down arrow I have, I can show activities, I can show checklists. I don't see the save as a template. That's unfortunate. So that's not working as described in the documentation, unfortunately. After you create a checklist on a project task, you can save it as a template and reuse that on other tasks. I need the role IT project man. Okay, I probably don't have that role assigned to my account. So let's go to my profile and change this from self-service view to the default view. And let's see if we can give me that role. I might have to log out and log back in, which will be fun as hell. So there's my lovely picture, roles. Let's just see if I have the role. Paste that in. Oop. IT underscore project underscore manager. I don't have that role, so let's edit. And there's manager, so I'm gonna give myself everything here, so we don't run into that any further. We'll hit save, and then I'll log out and log back in to realize that new role. Let's see. This is my other PDI. No, this is my Yokohama PDI. I got passwords out the wazoo. Admin, secret password. Are your passwords all dots too? Mine are. Oh man. Damn MFA. Damn you, MFA. Who's texting me? Oh, it's Allison. Allison, stop texting me and come on the live stream. It's more fun that way. Okay. Dev, let's see, 472946. Bam. I'm in. I'm back in. All right, let's go back to the workspace. And we'll open up that task. I think I put it on this one. Checklist. Oh, it wasn't that one. There it is. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Down arrow, activity attachment, details. I don't have a save as a template. What if I edit it? I can add an item. I can move them around, which is cool. I can delete them. I can cancel. I can save, but I can't save it as a template. Let's open it up in the new. There's details, project tasks. Let's go here to the checklist. There's my checklist. Checked off an item. I still don't have the ability to save it as a template. Okay. Well, I'm disappointed. I wanted that ability, but you saw it live. I don't have the ability, so it is what it is. Maybe they'll fix it in a future version, or maybe I'm doing it wrong. That's very, very much possible. But okay, so let's check out the third feature that I wanted to highlight. Apply confidentiality settings to your project. So let's just open up that URL again, get rid of the old one, and apply confidentiality settings. Configure security in a project. Oh, I've got to activate a plugin. I need the Project Advanced Security plugin. Okay, well, it wouldn't be a live stream if we didn't have to install a plugin halfway through the live stream. What was the name of that one? Project Advanced. Oh, I'm in the wrong PDI. Project Advanced Security. So let's go back here. Admin, Application Manager, search for Project Advanced. There it is, Project Advanced Security. It's a family plugin. It's not from the store. Enables you to define and enforce confidentiality for project records, ensuring that only authorized individuals and groups have access to sensitive project information. It's interesting because in Yokohama, the data separation plugin is being retired for data security filters. And so it's interesting that this new plugin is available for project in order to do not really so much data separation. Some files not really because these plugins are at code signing signatures. Well, I want that. Let's do that first. Enable individual plugins to install code signing signatures. Let's install that one first. Install now. Hopefully there's a quickie. So while that's installing, let's talk knowledge. Who's going to knowledge? Raise your hand. I can't see you, so don't raise your hand. I know Joe will be there. I don't. Certain 591. Are you coming to knowledge? If you're still there. I still haven't. I've selected like 2 sessions because like everything's full at this point. So my plan is just to go find empty sessions and register for them, and then favorite anything that is full. And if there's something compelling, I might just stand outside the door and see if they'll let me in. But that's my plan for sessions. I also plan on bringing all my equipment. So I'll have 2 cameras, 2 microphones, 1 or 2 tripods. I haven't made up my mind yet. I got some ideas about how to, let's see. Free YouTube videos of knowledge is the budget. Oh, yeah, no, I get you, certain 591. So you're basically, so if I make videos at knowledge, that's your way of attending knowledge. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make as many as I can. So hopefully I help out your budget, and you can, hopefully I do record some interesting stuff. One of the things I wanted to record, I didn't think of it last year, is like the experience of knowledge, right? So there's so many moments. Um, I'm gonna do live stream, and I'm gonna do on YouTube and LinkedIn, certain 591. Um, Maybe TikTok. I haven't messed around with live streaming from TikTok yet. Um, I've kind of backed off TikTok and Reels in my content production schedule just because it was like 3 extra steps. I think there was Threads was another one, and Shorts. So there's 4. It's like Shorts, Threads, TikTok, and Reels, and that was like 4 extra things I needed to do for every video, and I needed to like cut some time from my process, so that was one of the things that went. But it might be interesting to play around with in Vegas. Certain 591. If you look at the live stream video, in fact, I can throw it up here so you can see it. We'll just go to Camtasia for my graphic. I have a graphic that shows my QR code, certain 591, and you can see what I've been working on. So this guy right here on the timeline, let me zoom in. If you scan that QR code, it will. So it's big on the screen. Yeah, so you should be able to scan this now. If you scan that QR code, it'll take you to all my socials. So Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Snapchat, fill in the blank. I mean, whatever I could sign up for, I put in there. So yeah, there you go. Thanks, certain 591. Yes, you'll see way more of me than you ever wanted to. So apologize ahead of time. Man, I thought this would be a quick install, code signing signatures. Don't you love how we're just stuck on 100% running? Let's see if we can see what's loading conditional content after plugin activation for code signing signatures. 3,448 files. Are you kidding me? For code signing signatures, there's that many files? That's insane. I should have made some tea before this. So yeah, I was saying what I didn't capture the last time at Knowledge was, actually I didn't capture anything really. I have some video of like the expo center because I was working for a partner at the time and we were trying to set up the booth, and I was messing around, but none of that became videos or anything. But there's a whole experience, right? There's like walking into the conference, there's going to the casino, and then there's the actual conference center and all the people and the signs and the pictures, and they have these cool posters and stuff like of people. So it's a lot of that stuff. The QR code can be added to PA dashboard reports as icons to the left title of the reports. Oh, are you saying like to put my QR code in the performance analytics dashboard? That's a good idea. Yeah, I like that. Hey, Gaurav, thank you so much for coming. I hope I said your name right. Appreciate it. Yeah, I guess I could add my QR code to my Justin's House workspace, which would be this guy. And let's go homepage. Yeah, I guess I could put a QR code up here. That's a great idea. I'm gonna write that down because I'll forget. QR code to workspace. So what I was saying is the whole experience of knowledge. So there's the walking around, there's all that stuff. I'm not actually going to record sessions or anything because that's ServiceNow's thing. I don't want to be. I don't work for ServiceNow, so I don't want to be schlepping their content as my content because it's not my content. But I do want to capture that feeling of kind of walking through. So I'm planning on actually wearing a camera in certain places to kind of capture that feeling of being in knowledge. Last year there was one moment where there was like not a stampede, but basically people, it was so crowded, and people, the escalator was coming up with people, and the people that were coming off the escalator had nowhere to go, but the escalator is still coming up, but there's like a wall of people is trapped, and I was like, oh god, this is bad. I really would have loved to capture that moment because I literally freaked out and it was like, I need to get out of here, I don't want that to happen again. So Let's see. Yes, you can make a knowledge dashboard with different tabs on your different sessions. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, Certain 591. Love it, love it, love it. Like a knowledge, just come here for everything at knowledge. Oh, that's a great idea. You're giving me more work to do, but it's good. It's good work. I need more to write on. Let's bust out the old journal. I haven't used this in a while. I've been trying to use the collaborative work management for like my to-dos and stuff. But general note taking, I still kind of like the feel of a pen and paper. New tab in workspace for knowledge. Oh, I love this. This is a great idea. I didn't think of it myself. Certain 591, I owe you. I just heard thunder. I think good thing we're getting to the end of our live stream. All identified by QR codes in the title of your reports. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. We're still waiting on this stupid plugin. Okay, while we're waiting on the stupid plugin, what else? Oh, this is the wrong PDI. Profiles, go back here. So the other ones were this one right here. Besides that, migrate notes of resource plans to resource assignments. That sounds awful and boring. And then resource allocation and heat map enhancements. What is that about? I need to open that URL again. I know resource plans are important. I don't want to search Google. I want to go to that page. There we go. I know they're important, but it's some of the more boring parts to me about project and portfolio management. Let's say using resource management, you can create, plan, track, and monitor resources. That is actually not what I wanted. Okay, create an attribute-based resource assignment. Change the resource assignment dates, resources, efforts, and proposed allocations. Hey, Jerry, welcome to the stream. Hey, Jerry, say hi to Justin for me. Glad to have you. Jerry, you're coming to knowledge, aren't you? I think I saw in the MVP Slack that you were coming, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, absolutely love sharing what I'm learning. View resource allocations in the heat map. The heat allocations are color coded to display the availability of the resources. Resource efforts calculations are driven by a plugin name, no, a property name. Admin can configure this property to calculate efforts for certain. Okay, interesting. Yes, Jerry's going to be there. Yes, I am. He's, oh my God, our plugin finally installed. Awesome, Jerry. I was just telling the stream that I'll be there. I'll be wanting to record. Yes, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. I wanted to record. If you're open to it, I'd love to get like interview maybe or whatever. I want to create lots of content while I'm out there. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Good to see you. How was school today? Hope it was. I heard it's getting warm over there in the UK. I heard it was like in the 60s recently, so hopefully you're getting outside and not stuck inside in the cold and the wet all the time. So glad to have Jerry and Justin on the live stream today. Okay, cool. Awesome, Jerry. That's awesome. Let's just refresh this project advanced security and hit install. Now it should see I have a dependency. It doesn't even show the dependency any longer. Interesting. Let's go ahead and install it. Now this one, I don't know how long it's going to take. I thought the code signing signatures would actually be fast. It was not fast. It was slow. But while that's installing, let's go back to the workspace and click on, I don't see resources in here. Do you see resources in here? Details? Let's just explore here. Resource plans. I don't even see the menu for resource plans. Am I missing it? Stories, epics, requirements, cost plans, project budget, baseline, status reports. Ooh. Hey, there's my missing status report. Yes? No? No, I don't see my missing one. Because missing one had stuff in there. Let's try this one, 1009. Yeah, it's still missing. It was 4:30, I thought the date was. Yes, the weather is nice until Friday. Oh, it gets cold again? Man. I think we are getting a little like, it'll be like 49 Fahrenheit on Friday or something like that. But hopefully it's warm enough that Justin enjoyed some outside time this week. So uh, what was I doing? Oh, resource. So where's financials, analytics? Is there a list of the SPM modules which is included across standard, professional, and enterprise? I know where a partner can find that information. I'm not sure about like you as a customer finding that. Let me think through that. SPM, the delineation between standard, professional, and enterprise. Yeah, I'd have to think about that, Jerry. Most of the time that I need stuff like that, I go to the partner portal if I'm, have a partner account, and I go and find the breakdown of that. But I don't think there's anything on the project documentation. Let's just check it out here real quick. Uh, should be under strategic portfolio management. There we go. And then see, this is actually where it should be, right? Like right here, because uh, collaborative work management is included with certain SKUs. Um, and of course, it's not going to be here. So I don't know the answer to that, Jerry, off the top of my head. It's not. I'm not allowed to share stuff that I grab off the partner portal with a non-partner as part of the whole agreement thing. I'm probably not even supposed to say that I can get to it. Um, but yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah. Your account manager would be perfect. They should be able to get you a breakdown. I'm not allowed to distribute. Well, it might have a little thing on there. It says if it says I can't distribute it or confidential, I can't distribute it. But let me look offline, Jerry, and I'll ping you on LinkedIn if I find it. I think that's like a question about a lot of these products is, and Jason and I have been talking about this, is the transparency between the different SKUs and what you're entitled to, what you're not. Um, yeah, PPM is part of SPM. Yes, that's correct. ServiceNow likes their initials for sure. Ooh, okay, we got it. Project Advanced Security has been installed. So while we're in here, let's go to Project and Portfolio Management. That was Project. Oh, you know what? Let's go to the actual documentation. So we're back to this feature. Apply confidentiality settings to your project. Let's just open that up again and click on this part. Possibly next experience developer tools, Chrome extension, and search in the debugger. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I haven't actually downloaded that yet. I saw they put posts on it. Um, let's see, configure security in your project, make the project confidential. Security settings apply to your project, also apply to sub-projects, forms, and related entries. To enable these advanced features, the plugin requires the PPM standard plugin as a prerequisite, which we have, and we've already activated the plugin. Is there anything else? Well, that's great. ServiceNow. Really? Permissions required? Don't get me wrong. I love, okay, now it worked. System, okay, we've already done all that. So let's go to the details of the project then. And I think I'm going to need to refresh because installing a plugin doesn't usually, preferences, confidential. Was that there before? I don't know if that was there before. Oh, sweet. That'd be awesome, Jerry. Yeah, that'd be a great idea. There's a bit of I think there's like more of a time difference between Pacific time and your time, which is probably Greenwich Mean Time. Um, but yeah, that would be cool. And I have all the video. So Jerry, you missed it if you weren't here earlier. I'll have all my video equipment. So I'll have two cameras, two mics, one or two tripods, and everything I need to like live stream, and record. So yeah, that would be cool to both of us to have a video call with Justin. That'd be awesome. I'm in my Xanadu PDI, and I wanted to see there's no confidential button. Okay, so that's what's new, this little confidential button down here. So let's go ahead and try it. We'll go back to here. This is, I'm gonna hit refresh just to make sure I grab everything new from that plugin, and then scroll back down. Now, if you didn't know this, you can jump around on these forms in a workspace using this menu here. What is this down here? View. Oh, there's different views. So I'm in the default view. That's a lot of views. I didn't know. There was a view there. Is that new? Okay, sorry. I'm discovering new things as we're doing this. Yeah, I guess it was there in Xanadu. I didn't realize it. All right, so back to here. We're going to go down to the security section, and there's just confidential. Okay, here we go. So confidential, just realized my head's in the way. Sorry about that, guys. So this is the new functionality for making your project confidential, and let's go ahead and give Abraham Lincoln, and let's pick the Happy Devs as the group. And let's make sure I'm in there. System administrator. We'll hit save. Okay, so in theory, we've locked down our project to just me and Abraham Lincoln. So let's test our theory. This is the integrate generative AI in R&D processes. So if we go to all the projects, let's get rid of our search. Delete, run. And there it is, integrate generative AI. So let's impersonate Paul. Is it Paul? Can't remember. Paul Martin? Paul Martin, IT project manager. We'll impersonate him. I like your thumbs up, Jerry. I'm going to leave it there. Jerry, I'm trying this new feature on the social stream Ninja where it automatically throws the comments up so I don't have to go enable it. And I like it so far. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you use that for your live streams, but I found it to be the best solution for managing comments as they're coming in. All right, he can see the project. So that seems like a fail to me because I locked it down. I said it's confidential. And I know he's not in the Happy Devs group. At least I don't think he's in the Happy Devs group, but he's able to see it. He's able to see everything. He's able to see the project tasks, the stories, epics. Interesting. We'll end impersonation. Let's go check him out. Make sure he's not in that group. It would be weird if he was in that group. So I'm headed to the user table. It occurred to me, like, when I do these live streams, you guys are seeing exactly how I use ServiceNow. Nice. I have seen this before in a great feature. Will it be a great feature? Oh no, you're talking about the comments. Yes, I think it is a nice feature. When you're streaming, there's like so much to keep track of. That's why I'm afraid to do more than LinkedIn and YouTube because like keeping up with those two is like crazy. One day maybe. Let's see what groups he's in. Yeah, he's not in Happy Devs. Can't even scroll down. He's in program managers, project management. He is an IT project manager. So, what is the sys underscore user underscore has underscore role dot list? So this will give me a way to search on a role, IT underscore project, and then let's group by role. And I want this user role. So we got Trevor Morris, Chase Furler. We'll do Chase Furler. Or no, let's do Bo Ruggery because that is a fun name to say out loud. Jerry says, I'm using StreamYard at the moment and will be looking to move to OBS when the scripts. Okay, yeah, I do use OBS with Riverside. Riverside is what lets me kind of simulcast to multiple places, and I like that it records everything locally and uploads it. And if I have guests, it records their stuff locally and uploads it. And then they have a bunch of AI stuff that can like generate show notes and does the shorts, like little clips that you can do. It automatically finds like highlighting clips. So Riverside is what I use. If you try out Riverside, I have a code for you. So just reach out to me when your StreamYard subscription ends. It is a subscription, so sorry, I actually have to spend money on it. But all right, let's impersonate Bo Ruggery. Mr. Bo Ruggery, BOW. Impersonate. So my theory is he's not an IT project manager. He's just a user. And let's see if it's hidden from him at least. Then I'll feel a little bit better. I still think it should have hid it from Paul Martin, but based on it, he was not in any of those groups. So close that. All projects. Okay, I don't see it here for him. Let's search. Integrate. 16 of 16. I don't see it. It's hiding it from him. He cannot see it. So it is gone from his view. um, project.list. I'm going to go to the table for projects, and we should see like a security constraints maybe. Let's hit the search on here and do, I think it was generative AI was in there. Yeah, I see he's not seeing it, and he's not even seeing the like some stuff has been removed from your results. Let's catch up about streaming tools when we meet up. Yes, we could do a stream about streaming tools, Jerry. How cool would that be? Where we like compare. Oh, that'd be a cool stream for those that are interested in streaming like we do. Yeah, that would be really fun. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Jerry, I need to put your name. I'm trying to create a list of everybody that I want to meet up with, Jerry. So I'm putting you on there. We'll put Justin in parentheses, so I remember that he could be on video. And then we'll do a stream or recording on streaming tools. I like streaming in general. There's just so much that I had to learn in order to do it, that I'd love to share that with people. So okay, so the confidentiality setting, that's pretty cool. It works for everybody but IT project managers. Let's just try that again. Let's go in as Paul Martin again, and oh, that'd be funny. Certain 591. You know, I guess we could do it in the style of Ghibli. Um, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna have some fun real quick because you've inspired me. Certain 591. Where did my window of ChatGPT go? Oh my god, I got a lot of windows open. Did I close ChatGPT? Surely I didn't close it. We'll go to profiles, Justin, and then window. I hope I'm not showing anything I shouldn't. Live streaming, new tasks, motion array. Motion array is one of the things I use for my live streams. That's YouTube. That to PDF, integrate AI, enterprise. I guess I'll just open a new one here. ChatGPT. Generate an image of two dudes live streaming about their live streaming tools in the style of Ghibli. Did I spell it right? I hope you spelled it right because I'm just copying. Um, and let's be polite to our AI overlords. Please generate an image in the style of Ghibli. Let that run for a minute. That's going to take. I noticed the image generation is a little slower than it used to be. Okay, what was I doing? I've logged back in, having to be presenter and producer at the same time. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly it. And now some of the professional ones, Jerry, they like I realize they have producers. It's like some of the stuff I listen to that every once in a while the producer will like come on and be like, oh, so he's got some help. I can't afford a producer yet. Okay, so I'm Paul Martin. Let's head back to the workspace and see if he can still see it. Yeah, he can still see it. So it must be something with that role, IT project manager, where they're able to see the confidential project. So it's interesting. The H isn't silent in the gib. Oh, am I saying it wrong? I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Um, Ghibli. I've heard everybody say it because when there was a big like, I'll put it on the screen here as it's coming up. There was a big like, not uproar, but I heard about it a lot on my podcast, and even one of my friends, Connor, like sent me one, that people were doing this, and I think Connor like did a picture of him and his friends and had it redo the picture in the style of Ghibli. Hope I'm saying that right, Ghibli. Um, but yeah, so there it is. We had some fun. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, it was smart enough to put in the camera the little miniature picture of the two talking about it. So there you go, Jerry. That's you and me talking about our streaming tools. We'll say you're on the left with the glasses, and I'm on the right with the hair. I have hair. I finally have hair. um, you're right with the saying. Usually the H is missed in the spelling. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I copied your spelling, so you saved me there, certain 591. So thank you. And that's the stream. We have like 1 minute left. So what did we cover? We covered Yokohama project and portfolio management new features. Hope you enjoyed that. Those new features were, let's just highlight them again really quickly here. in the right workspace, Justin's house. We didn't do any of the resource management because I couldn't find it. We did the checklist for project tasks. We did migrate old status reports to new reporting tool, and we created a status report that disappeared, and then we created another one that didn't disappear. And then we applied confidentiality settings to our project, and it didn't work when we impersonated an IT project manager, but it did when it impersonated someone with the IT project user role. So that's what we covered in the live stream today. Prompt with words of Justin and Jerry might be usable in style. Yes, yeah, I didn't think of that. And then Jace comes in at the very end. Nice, Jace. Jace, here's what you missed. We made a Ghibli, Studio Ghibli of me and Jerry at Knowledge talking about our live streaming tools, and you are welcome to that conversation because you do some live streams yourself, so it'd be interesting. We'll add a third person in here. But ChatGPT just generated this for us. I thought that was fun, but that's the stream. Sorry, Jace, you're late. We've covered everything in the stream. Thank you guys for entertaining me with your chat messages, and thanks for listening or watching. And I'll be here next Wednesday. I won't be here. I'll be in Las Vegas, but I'll be live streaming at 1 o'clock Eastern, 1700 UTC. And when I hit the video, that QR code is going to come up that has all my socials: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Snapchat. Buy me a coffee, I think, is one of them. Everything I can think of to sign up for is in that YouTube. Um, yes, you do, Jace. You make good videos. You need to get back into it. I have so much to do too, so I totally understand. But that's how you can find me. And then if you are going to be at Knowledge, please reach out to me, direct message me on LinkedIn or one of my socials, so we can connect and possibly record or do a live stream together. Because I want to do a lot of that while I'm in at Knowledge. Not so much on the sessions, but really I want to network and meet you all and hear your stories and retell your stories if you're comfortable. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys next week. I'm going to cue the video here, and we'll see you soon.